In the automotive world, some names fade away quietly, and some roar back into existence with enough force to shake the industry. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova 454 Big Block is the latter. After decades of absence, Chevrolet has resurrected the Nova badge, but not as a nostalgia gimmick or a watered-down trim package. This is a muscle car revival in its purest form, anchored by a 454 cubic inch big block V8 that refuses to apologize for being big, loud, and brutally powerful. When you hear the phrase Nova 454 Big Block, it's not just a name, it's a promise. A promise of quarter-mile dominance, of neck-snapping acceleration, of a deep, thunderous exhaust note that sends shivers down your spine. And Chevrolet knows this isn't just about building another fast car, it's about living up to one of the most respected names in American performance history. But here's the reality. Reviving a name like Nova comes with serious risk. Muscle car fans are notoriously protective of their legends, and expectations are sky high. So, does the 2026 Chevrolet Nova 454 Big Block have what it takes to meet or even exceed those expectations? Let's find out. The Nova's legacy. A history of affordable power. The original Chevrolet Nova, introduced in the early 1960s, wasn't designed to be a muscle car at all. It was meant to be an economical compact, a direct competitor to Ford's Falcon. But the 1960s were the era of big engines and small cars, and by the late 60s, the Nova had transformed into something far more menacing. Chevrolet shoehorned in small block and big block V8s, creating street terrors that punched far above their weight and performance. By 1970, the Nova SS, with the optional 396, and later the 454 Big Block, was a genuine muscle car killer. Lightweight, with huge torque, it could outrun more expensive and flashier competitors. For gearheads, the Nova represented the perfect blend of affordability, simplicity, and raw performance. By the late 70s, however, emissions regulations, rising insurance rates, and shifting consumer tastes put an end to the Nova's glory days. The nameplate soldiered on in tamer forms until it disappeared entirely in the late 80s. But the legend never died, and Chevrolet has decided 2026 is the right time to bring it back. Why bring back the Nova now? Chevrolet's decision to revive the Nova in 2026 isn't random, it's strategic. The muscle car segment is undergoing a dramatic shift. Dodge is moving toward electrification with the next-generation Charger and Challenger. Ford is balancing its Mustang lineup between pure V8 power and hybrid options, and Camaro's future is in flux. In short, there's an opening in the market for a pure, unapologetic, old-school muscle car with modern refinement. Industry insiders suggest that Chevy's marketing team wanted a car that could stand shoulder to shoulder with the Mustang GT and Dodge Challenger SRT, while also offering something unique, heritage styling and a massive naturally aspirated 454 Big Block in an era increasingly dominated by turbos and EVs. An unnamed Chevrolet Performance Division engineer summed it up best. "We knew the Nova couldn't just be a Camaro clone or a retro cash grab. It had to be authentic. Big displacement, rear-wheel drive, aggressive stance, and an experience that makes you grin every time you hit the throttle." The heart of the beast, 454 Big Block breakdown. Under the hood of the 2026 Chevrolet Nova 454 Big Block is what makes this car so special, a re-engineered 7.4-liter Big Block V8. Yes, in 2026, Chevrolet is putting a naturally aspirated Big Block into a production muscle car. Here's what we know so far. Displacement. 454 cubic inches, 7.4 liters. Horsepower, estimated 615 horsepower at 6,200 RPM. Torque, estimated 645 pound-feet at 4,200 RPM. Induction, naturally aspirated with high-flow aluminum heads. Fuel delivery, direct injection with performance mapping. Transmission options, 6-speed manual, close ratio, short throw, 8-speed automatic with paddle shifters. This modern 454 isn't just a throwback. It's engineered with modern metallurgy, precision balancing, and computer-optimized fuel mapping. Chevrolet claims it delivers 20% more efficiency than the old Big Blocks, without losing the sound and soul that muscle car fans demand. Performance numbers that matter. According to early performance testing and insider leaks, 0-60 miles per hour, 3.8 seconds manual, 3.6 seconds, automatic with launch control. Quarter mile, mid-11-second range on street tires. Top speed, electronically limited to 155 miles per hour, rumored capable of 170 plus without limiter. Braking, 60 to 0 miles per hour in under 105 feet, thanks to 6-piston Brembo front calipers. Chevrolet has also fitted the Nova with magnetic ride control 4.0, adaptive dampers that adjust in milliseconds, allowing the car to corner like a modern sports coupe without sacrificing straight-line stability. Design, retro meets modern. The 2026 Nova's styling walks a fine line between nostalgia and modernity. Key exterior elements include a wide, aggressive front fascia with a split grille inspired by the '70 Nova SS, subtle hood bulge and functional heat extractors, pronounced rear haunches and short rear deck, quad round taillights, paying homage to classic Chevy muscle, optional heritage stripe package, and chrome bumper delete for a sleeker, modern look. Dimensionally, it sits between a Camaro and a Challenger, giving it a planted, muscular stance without feeling bloated. Inside the cockpit. Inside, the 2026 Nova offers a blend of driver-focused simplicity and modern tech. Highlights: analog-style gauges with digital info display, 12.3-inch infotainment screen with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, available Recaro sport seats with heating and ventilation, minimalist, retro-inspired dash layout with real metal trim, optional track pack with data logging and performance telemetry. Noise insulation has been reduced compared to regular Chevy sedans on purpose, so drivers can enjoy the deep growl of the 454. Competitors and market position. The Nova will face off directly against Ford Mustang, Dark Horse, lighter, high-revving Coyote V8, but less torque than the 454. Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, Final Edition, more horsepower but heavier and less agile. Toyota Supra, 3 watts, turbocharged precision, but lacks the big block character. Chevrolet's gamble is that buyers want the most visceral, naturally aspirated muscle car experience left in the market. Expert insights. Automotive analyst James Hartwell says, the Nova's return isn't just nostalgia, it's a strategic move to plant Chevrolet firmly in the hearts of purists before electrification takes over completely. If the execution matches the hype, it could be a future classic from day one. Former GM engineer Lisa Daniels adds, the real trick was making a big block that meets emissions and still feels like a big block. We went through hundreds of cam profiles and intake configurations to keep that signature torque curve. Risks and rewards. Risks. Pricing. Rumored base price of $58,000 could scare away budget buyers. Regulatory pressure. Big displacement engines are increasingly scrutinized. Narrow audience. This is a car for enthusiasts, not mainstream commuters. Rewards. Brand loyalty boost. Potential collector's car status. Positive PR for Chevrolet's performance division. Final verdict. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova 454 Big Block isn't just a muscle car. It's a statement. In an age of EVs, hybrids, and downsized turbo engines, Chevy is saying, we still know how to do this. With over 600 horsepower, authentic styling, modern chassis technology, and a driving experience that's unapologetically old school, the Nova could become the crown jewel of Chevrolet's performance lineup.